Good morning or good evening, everyone, depending on your location. I'm Hannah Anush. I'm a PhD student with the Campbellsville University, Campbellsville, Kentucky. I've assisted my professor, Dr. Iris Billy, in a case study to understand the perception of students and instructors in the transformation of the education field using artificial intelligence. Let's take a quick look at artificial intelligence in education. So there are many benefits to implementing AI technology in education, definitely, and some of them are listed here. And the it definitely provides a tailored, unique experience for users, for students, depending on their knowledge level and expectations, and personalized appraisals for both the students and the courses can be provided by AI. We also find that AI has automated the routine tasks by saving a ton of time for the users. And there's definitely real time online education that is available because of the use of artificial intelligence in education, which supports remote studying and flexibility in learning. It also excludes the constraints that are brought about due to time zone differences throughout the world. Though there are a lot of benefits, there are also some concerns because AI is a relatively new technology in education. There are definitely safety concerns among users that we've noticed in our study. And the safety concerns could be because of what data is being collected from the users and for what purpose the data is being used, and many more that we will see in the following slides. There is a gap in identifying AI's intended potential. Artificial intelligence is a growing technology, and there are gaps in identifying the potential. And the expectations in the use of AI in education is vague. And there's some concerns about interaction because a personalized touch or the human interaction is missing in AI. Going to the introduction about artificial intelligence in education, there are both opportunities and perceived negative impacts in artificial intelligence in education. There are a list of opportunities that are here on the slide. It definitely enhances the teaching and learning experiences. AI brings the students out of the traditional classroom setting where students get more than a blackboard and a chalk. They have colorful videos, interactive sessions in learning that keeps the students interested in the sessions. And the studies have found evidence that AI helps to overcome the challenges of online distance education. Most definitely. It does reduce the cost of traveling when it comes to distance education. It reduces the time of waiting. It also helps real time education in terms of distance education. It creates a lot of learning models and analytics. These models in AI are tailored to every individual learner or user, which is a great added advantage of artificial intelligence in education. It does increase the effectiveness of knowledge transfer and knowledge retention. As students are more interested in the colorful depictions of AI, in the various technological implementations of AI in education, that knowledge transfer is easy. Students are able to understand in a real-time manner by getting by getting their questions clarified in real time, and knowledge retention, remembering the content that the students studied is also higher using AI. And let's move on to the perceived negative impacts. There's always the other side of the coin, which is perceived negative impacts that we've identified from other researchers. There's a question of whether AI will compromise students' independence, their ability to be creative and to think critically. So I recently came across an article where artificial intelligence was used to create a painting, which was very bizarre for me because a painting for me is a creative output of an artist. I didn't know what to think of a machine that just created a painting in a couple of minutes, whereas an artist would take months or even years to complete a painting. So there is definitely a question about creativity. There's also a question about the communication between students and instructors, whether the use of AI technology reduces this interaction, the personal touch points between students and instructors, and whether the users like it or dislike it. There's definitely a critical reflection of ethics. My opinion is that a mission can be taught black and white, but how to use AI can be taught black and white. That's been a very big concern of using artificial intelligence in education. There are also privacy concerns that were introduced in the previous slide about what data is being collected, where the data is saved, and what are the safety measures that are taken to keep the data safe. There are a lot of questions about the safety and privacy of users and what information is being collected by these tools and technologies that we use today. The negative perceived impacts have led to our study where we've tried to understand what issues and barriers lay to AI systems reaching their full potential. We've also tried to study the factors used to measure efficiency of the student-instructor interactions. This study also aims to learn the AI methods that affect students' motivation and self-esteem. We also understood that more research is needed to monitor the relationship between students and their instructors, as this relationship dynamics has changed a lot due to implementation of this technology. We had three limitations to our studies. One is that in this study, we were not able to differentiate and categorize STEM and non-STEM students. As we all know, STEM students have technological background. They are exposed to learning and updating themselves with technology related courses and content, whereas non-STEM students may not have had the opportunity to be exposed to technology. So their perceptions may vary as to what AI is doing. That AI is still evolving. So the access to AI data at one period of time can become redundant at a very in the near future. So as AI is updating and upgrading itself every single day, we find the relevancy of data to be a very big limitation in the studies. Time has also been a constraint, as we liked to study the research problem and understand the results at the beginning of the study and monitor our users throughout a period and try and induce some changes that would manipulate the results, compare the results at the beginning and the end. But due to time, we were not able to do that. These were the research questions that were posed to the AI users. So our focus group consisted of 10 graduate online students and 2 instructors. And these were the questions that were asked to the users. So the first question tried to understand what reservations or concerns the users had in the use of AI technology in education. The second question aimed at understanding the support system of learner-instructor interaction, whether AI helped, benefited the users, whether it was a roadblock, or whether the users were neutral towards AI when it comes to interaction. We went across and studied research articles where AI has definitely been on the increasing trend. We also looked at other research articles that studied the perceptions, and we found a lot of mixed results. Some were positive, some were negative. And our study tried to identify the gaps and researched into the gaps. This is a result of our study. There were theoretical and practical implications. The theoretical implications were that this study attempted to map the responsibility of who is responsible for the education, the student or the instructor when it comes to AI technology. We also tried to understand what ethical guidelines were required. We understood the limitations of AI systems, and we understood that the users were hesitant to replace AI. Rather, they prefer to have AI complement human education system. There were some practical implications too, that the expectations and misunderstandings around AI led to the negative experiences. There were a lot of misconceptions that were barriers, and the AI literacy in students with non-technical background was lesser compared to STEM students. These tensions resulted from the violation of boundaries, which again maps back to the privacy concern. These were our findings. Our findings were that the students identified that a lack of research was there to understand the concerns about AI systems. AI in education has a lot of benefits like communication, but there's always a lack of awareness about misunderstandings and misconceptions. And students with a higher understanding of technology were more leaned more towards AI in education, as against students with lesser technological background. And careless application of AI can lead to surveillance and privacy issues that were also a concern. Students and instructors agreed on the benefits of AI. However, there was a common result that nobody thought AI could replace human interaction, rather just complement the human interaction system. Students with a low understanding of AI definitely had a fear towards technology, and it is important for the system to increase awareness.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time and patience. Any questions
Thank
or
you.
comments?